Your Eminences, dear bishops, brother priests, sisters, and all the children of God, be patient with the heat. Soon it will be all right. The moon in Cebu is too hot. Maayong pagkabot tinghi sa Cebu. Ako ay masaya na makarating dito sa Cebu. I stand on this holy ground full of gratitude and joy, bringing the message of hope and joy from the prophet of millennium, our dear Holy Father Francis. Pope Francis loves you, especially the Filipinos, very much. Anato Santo Padre, kihigugma kamon tanan. Kayon lahat ay mahal na Santo Padre. We are grateful today, grateful to God that an event of immense significance as this International Eucharistic Congress has brought together the Catholic Church to the cradle of Catholic faith in the Philippines, Cebu. I am grateful to our Holy Father for his trust and the honor he bestowed your humble servant to be the legate. I am grateful to the warm welcome, the deep communion we feel as Catholics all over the world. I am humbled and grateful to this opportunity to be with you all. You are a great nation, the light to Asia, the biggest Catholic community in Asia. This pivotal Catholic nation that has promoted the growth of Catholicism in Asia. Your light has shone in every part of the world through your sons and daughters, whose exemplary faith has been for ages the beacon of evangelization. In some parts of the world, Catholicism means Filipino presence. Every migrant worker from the Philippines is a Paul of Tarsus in more than 120 countries they serve. Sa Hong Kong, sa London, sa Cairo, sa Roma, sa Dubai, ang Filipino ay nasa lupa, ang Filipino ay nasa hangin, ang Filipino ay nasa tubig, nasa lahat ng dako ang dugon Filipino. For the last 5 decades, the only place that welcomed our priests, religious and laity with open arms and cared for them pastorally is you and the church in the Philippines. Today, Myanmar Church is a confident church. Your communion was a poignant show of Eucharistic fellowship with a suffering church. You have shared the bread of hospitality, the bread of your knowledge, the bread of your love for the people who came here. We are gathered on a global stage, a global table for a cosmic Eucharist as a mission. Cebu. You are the door of Christianity to this great nation. After a week-long celebration of Santo Niño de Cebu, you have gathered here commemorating 500 Jubilee of the arrival of faith soon with the people. And after 79 years of Eucharistic Congress in this great land of faith, you have come forward to celebrate this global fellowship. The theme, the Christ in you, is the hope of glory. Taken from the Colossians, is a theme that echoes through your mountains, through your beautiful rivers, soothes the hearts of millions of Filipinos. This is the historic moment. God gave you a nation of unparalleled beauty, but sadly challenged with the frequent natural disasters. Your beloved Bishop Laclave, Jesuit, once said the Philippines has the inenviable title of being the disaster capital of the world. But time and again, you have proved your resilience, your faith rising from all challenges. May this 51st International Eucharistic Congress be the healing the earth, the wounded planet, and healing the graceful people of this country and everyone gathered here. Almost 500 years ago, Christianity entered this land as a treasure, a command to be executed, a promise to be repeated, a mission to be fulfilled. But that treasure of faith started with few simple sentences. You shall love your God and your neighbor as yourself. What shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world but loses his soul? God so loved this world, he gave his only Son, not to condemn, but to redeem. You are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church. But all these words, a short sentence, has changed history. This mystery of the Eucharist has two eyes, presence and the mission. Presence, the quest for human dignity, man in God's image. Eucharist is an historic faith event. Eucharist is the true presence of Jesus. It is the same Lord of Moses, Abraham, and Isaac. It is the same Lord who, through the Paschal meal, liberated the Israelites from their slavery. Through his Son, the Paschal Lamb extends to the whole humanity the gift of redemption and salvation. The celebration of Eucharist and its adoration continue to affirm that the work of liberation and redemption is not yet over. We adore Jesus in the sacrament most holy. In our personal moments with him, in our solemn benediction, and in our adoration chapels, the presence of Christ continues to be adored. The Eucharist and adoration is the intense faith encounter with Jesus. But this encounter needs others, the community. It was Mother Teresa who contemplated this mystery of presence. She says, every Holy Communion fills us with Jesus, and we must go in haste to give him to others. Mother Mary, whose body became the first altar of the Eucharist, Jesus, when she was conceived with him, the Bible says, she rushed in haste to meet Elizabeth. Adoring Jesus in the Eucharist is also accepting our fellow men and women as created in the image of God. In a world that kills children in the womb, in a world that spends more on arms than on food, in a world that continues to have millions of poor, Eucharist is a major challenge to the whole humanity. Can we feel the presence of God in our brothers and sisters?